Wilson and Drake, you guys are off to a really good 2-0 start with an impressive win on the road this last week. Wilson, you've been around for a while. I know you were part of the team last year that achieved a lot, didn't get where you wanted. How much is that motivation pushing you guys this year to kind of grind through each week to make sure you're going to get where you want at the end of the season?
I don't really feel like it's motivation from last year. Every year is different. We had a lot of people come back from last year and a lot of people leave. So the team we have built and are still building, I feel like we worry about it every week as it is. And Bovina, this is the most important game. Wellington was the most important game. It's that week. And every week is the most important game.
And Drake, I mentioned this to you before I started the camera. At most schools, you wouldn't look like an offensive lineman. You're not a huge guy, but here there's just that, I don't know what it is, innate toughness of Lubbock Christian guys. What has that done to get you to where you're a key part of this offensive line right now?
Well, I think a big part of our school is how we are able to step up as a team. We're able to do whatever it takes. We're able to grow, most importantly. I came down as a receiver to play O-line just to help, and our guys have been doing a great job, and they played a phenomenal game against Wellington, and they're going to play great this coming week. But here at LC, it's just like you grow, but it's just the culture here is good, and it makes you want to step up. It's not just you have to step up to do this, but it makes you want to step up and grow with the team and help the team out.
That's not a common switch to go from receiver to offensive line. Is it just something you felt like you knew you could do well? I mean, you don't want to make that switch if you're not going to help. So did you know you had a chance to do some good things at that new position?
I understood that we were losing quite a few of our great offensive linemen that graduated last year. I had a conversation with Coach, and we both thought it was the right decision to help the team out by putting me at O-line, or at least being able to help if needed. And I'm just blessed with the opportunity to work with them.
Take me through last week, because it seems like everything I've heard, that was almost playoff atmosphere in week 2, the way the game went back and forth and you guys had to come up with a stop. Why is it, Wilson, that you guys have that in your DNA to play that way in a tough environment on the road, even early in the season?
Every road game is just like a big opportunity for us. You know, being in that bus full of guys, it's not someone normal can take in. Some people take it for granted, but we like to take every moment together as a team, and it helps us build up together. Last week it was, they were really good competition, and we knew that going into it. We knew we probably, weren't the top pick of the team, but every game has its meaning and moments, so I feel like we got in there thinking, like I said, it's the most important game that week. So if you think about it, for our culture, every game is a playoff atmosphere.
I think that with you guys and then your friends across across town at Trinity Christian, whenever you play UIL team, you have a bullseye on your chest, because they look at the private schools and think, man, we want to beat them. So knowing that, Drake, how intense was it there in the fourth quarter when you guys are scratching and clawing, and then defensively having to hold up at the end? How intense was it, and how much does that help you moving forward?
I mean, the crowd was nuts. It was just a whole different atmosphere, but it was a great learning moment as well. Help us grow. And you mentioned having a target on our chest. We were told that as well, and I think we used it well. I mean, we used it as, okay, we can get this done. Let's not worry about these standards that they've set already. And I think as a team, we did very exceptional. We could have done better, but we were exceptional in what we did and the atmosphere that we were already placed in. But I think we're just fortunate that we got the chance to play them.
Wilson, piggyback on that a little bit. You guys were in some pretty intense environments last year, especially when you got to the playoffs. And you saw what that was like. How does that help a team that's got some newer guys, got some guys that haven't been through it? How much does that prepare you for the road ahead?
It can help a team, but it can also be detrimental. You have to, we play for an audience of one. We don't look up in the stands and look for people. We focus on the game and how it is. We play by play, and at the end it just comes down to who wants it more and who's conditioned best.